Hey everyone, welcome to Tea Time with Bev. Alright, so for today I just wanted to come on here and start this discussion with you. Now this topic has been on my heart for quite a long time and it's something that bothers me, and that is being a good Samaritan. You know, there are times when you want to help, you want to do good, you want to go out of your way for people, but then it's like you always get, I get that fear. You know, I get that fear like, what if? For example, I'll be driving and then I'll see somebody by the road and it's like, I'm tempted to give them a ride, especially if it's raining. I don't want to see somebody out there in the rain. I want to give them a ride, but then I get scared. Like, what if I give them a ride and this person turns out to be a killer? Or they end up doing something bad to me, you know? Because these sort of things happen. Sometimes I get afraid of taking that chance of helping a stranger. And I actually learned this lesson a hard way. This story is for those who live alone, who are by yourself. This story is for you. I hope you take something from it and you're very, very, very careful. This incident happened during my junior year in undergrad. I lived by myself, I was all by myself, and I was attending school. And where I lived, the apartment complex that I was living in, there was this one homeless guy who would be going around asking for money. So one time he came up to me and was like, can I have some money to go buy food? And I don't carry cash with me for several reasons, and that's like a whole different topic. But I decided that since I didn't have money and he wanted food, I'll just go buy him food. So I went and bought him some food, and then I never saw him again. I never saw him again after that. And until like a few weeks later, I came home from the library and he was standing in the hallway, like my apartment. He was standing in the hallway, and then he approached me and was like, oh, can I please use your bathroom? I really, really, really have to go, And I felt bad for the guy. So I was like, okay, sure, why not? Come in and use the bathroom. He came in, walked into the bathroom, and then came right back out. And I was like, well, I thought he really had to go, he really had to use the bathroom, but he didn't even, he wasn't there for like 2 seconds. So he came back out and then he said, oh, can I use your cell phone? I really need to make a call. So I gave him my cell phone, he made his call, and then he started asking me all these random questions. And I immediately noticed that he wasn't congruent. Like, his thoughts were very distorted. He was all over the place. And it raised a huge red flag. Like, oh my goodness, what's wrong with this person, Because clearly he's not in his right mind. So even though there was like an ambulance sign going off in my head, I remained calm. And then I redirected the questions back to him. And what happened was, out of the blue, he's like, do you live alone? Do you live by yourself? And you guys, at that moment, I just made up a story real quick. I was like, yes, actually, I'm married. I do not live alone. My husband went to buy some food, and I'm actually supposed to be going to buy dessert. Thankfully, there was like a bakery right next to where I live where they, bake stuff. So I was like, I have to go to that bakery to go get stuff before my husband comes home. And while I'm talking, I'm making my way to the door. I opened the door, I stood out in the hallway, and I was like, I really have to go. I really have to hurry and, get the stuff before my husband comes and all that. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do if you're in a sticky situation. So he came out, and we walked outside of my apartment, and he branched off somewhere. The moment he was out of sight, I ran back into my apartment, blotted the doors, went to check the bathroom to make sure there was nothing in there, like, he didn't leave anything. And so the following day, I was going out to take out the trash, and this was a Saturday. This incident happened on Friday, so the following day was a Saturday. I was going to take out the trash, and then I noticed a sign on the door, and it was a wanted sign that the police had posted, and it had a picture of the homeless guy that was in my apartment, and he was wanted for several criminal charges. You guys, I was at loss for words. I started thanking God. I was like, Lord, thank you for saving me from whatever situation I might have put myself in. Thank you. You know, because I got lucky in this situation. By the grace of God, nothing bad happened to me, but it could have been a whole lot worse. Anything could have happened. You know, I'm myself. You got this person in here. Here I am trying to be a good Samaritan, trying to help him, and it could have put my life in danger, you know? So ever since that incident, I've been very, very, very careful. If I don't know you, you're not coming into my house, you're not coming into my car. I'm very, very cautious, and it goes for those of you who live by yourself. You need to be very, very careful. Never allow strangers in. You know, they say don't talk to strangers and let strangers in, but sometimes you're in a situation where you feel like, oh, you know what, I want to be a good person, because if I was in his shoes and I really had to use the bathroom, or I was in a place where there was no store inside and there was like only houses, and I really, really, really had to go, I would want somebody to be kind to me. You know, I would want somebody to be nice to me and help me out. But then again, sometimes doing good can also bring you trouble. So it's all about that discernment, you know, discerning who to help, who to, you know, be kind to, because you never know. I wish we lived in a society where, you know, we can all be kind to each other. We can all help each other without the fear, without worrying about the consequences of doing so. But unfortunately, we live in a world where crazy things happen, and sometimes bad things happen to good people. So this is my advice for you guys, is be super, super, super careful when you're out there. Another thing too is I want to share this story, but I'm going to do it in a separate video so that this video is not too long. So stay tuned for that. And it's going to be like an advice about being a good Samaritan. Okay. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video and you took something out of it. And thank you so much, and stay tuned for my next videos. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. And I will talk to you all later. All right. Bye-bye.